Alright, now I'd just like to have a quick chat with you on this video about the differences between your list, which is inside eye contact, and then also the autoresponder. Now, a lot of people seem to think that when you take out an account with eye contact, or for that matter, any of the other major email management programs, that it's all the one thing, and it is, right? But there's different sections inside of it. And what I'd like to do, so that you know exactly what's going on, is just sort of split it up into two parts so that you can see the difference. And it's quite simple. Okay, so what we've got here inside, this is inside my eye contact account, and I've gone into over here where it says my contacts, and then I've gone to my lists. Okay, and these are my lists inside eye contact. So as you can see there, I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of them. Okay, so there's 10 of my lists. Now I'm just going to bring up a little diagram that I've prepared to show you the differences. Okay, now if you can imagine this, over here on the left hand side you've got your email list, then on the right hand side you've got your autoresponder. Okay, now your email list, and you can have, in my case I've got 10, some people have a lot more than that, some people only have 1 or 2. Now your email list is what captures your contact details, or your client's details on your web page, right? And it stores their details in a database, and then from there it forwards out a welcome email. Now that's the first email that people get. Okay, so and then what you can do inside that list is create and send emails. Now that's the type of thing that I've been showing you. Okay, so when someone subscribes to your Oh So Easy page, right, it's actually the sign up form that's part of this list, the Oh So Easy list, that's capturing their details, it's putting it into the database, and then it automatically sends them a single email, right? And you can have as many of these lists as you want. Right, and that's what that does there. Now the difference between that and the actual autoresponder, which is in eye contact, the autoresponder is something that you create in eye contact, and then you attach it to a particular list. Now I can have, like in my case, I've got 10 lists, but I'm only using, I think, one actual autoresponder, and that autoresponder I'm using for Oh So Easy. I don't use the autoresponder very much at all. It's mainly the email list management side of it. Okay, so just to explain to you what's going on with Oh So Easy, we've got your email list, and so when your client signs up, they get their first email, and their details go into the database, but then because we've attached an autoresponder to that particular list, on day 1, which is the first day after they have subscribed to your page, they are sent the first email of a list of what's in the autoresponder. Now in our case with Oh So Easy, we've got 4 emails there that we prepare and put into your autoresponder. You could have 1,000, you could have 100, whatever you like. Okay, so once the client subscribes over here and they receive that instant welcome email, around about 24 hours later, their first autoresponder message is sent out. Okay, now I've got a couple of other businesses that I'm involved with, and I'm managing email lists for that, and I've got no autoresponder attached to that. So when someone subscribes to it, they get a welcome email. And then at the right time, at the appropriate time when I'm ready to do it, I'll just create an email and send out the email in the form of a newsletter. Right? And it's as simple as that. So there is a difference between an email list and an autoresponder. And I just wanted to make those two things separate for you so that you knew what we were talking about when you hear the term list and then you hear the term autoresponder. They're both part of your eye contact account, but they're two separate sides. Now occasionally what can happen is, and this usually happens, not usually, but if it's going to happen, it will happen when I'm setting it up for you. Right? Occasionally there's a glitch with setting up the autoresponder, and I attach it to that particular email list, and then for some reason it might stop. Okay, so then I've got to go in and reset it. Right now, once it's been, that's a spelling mistake in there too. Once it's been reset, it's fine, and I've had to do that with a couple of you, and I've had to do it myself on my own. But then once it's all working, everything's okay. Now, a word of warning with the autoresponder: if you go in and change anything inside that autoresponder, you can inadvertently turn that autoresponder off, right? And that's not such a bad thing, but what most people don't realize is that it needs to be turned back on. And if you do accidentally turn your autoresponder off, and it's very easy to do, all of your contacts will stop receiving their emails, or they'll start getting their emails out of sequence. So it can be a little bit dodgy. The best thing to do with an autoresponder, and especially the Oh So Easy autoresponder, is leave the autoresponder alone. Just let it do its work. Everything that you would need to do is over here. If you wanted to create and send emails to your list, it's done over in the list management side. Just leave your autoresponders alone, and then if you venture in and decide to create an autoresponder sequence for another business that you might be involved in, or it could be some sort of group or club that you might be involved in, or for whatever reason you want to create an autoresponder, you can, but just keep that in mind, that once you set up your autoresponder, it's best to leave it go without making changes to it, right? And now this also applies to other companies. It's not just iContact. It's just the way things seem to be with these autoresponders. Now I'll just go back into iContact. Of course, this is where we are. This is the list, or my lists. Okay, as you can see there. Now the autoresponder, if I go into create, or you can actually get in there from send as well, but we'll go into create. Just wait for the page to load. Slow internet connection. It's about 20 past 6 at night now, so there's probably a lot of people on. Okay, now over here is where it says if I want to create a new autoresponder, I will hit the create an autoresponder button. But now what I'm going to do is go into my autoresponders when it comes up. Okay, so there we go. I've got two, sorry. One that I've deleted, and it's just an entry sitting there for it, and so there's another one that I'm using there. I forgot about that one, and that's got 7 emails in it. Right, now the best thing I could advise you to do is stay away from your Oh So Easy autoresponder. Okay, now that we've set it up for you, just stay away from it, and that way you won't have any trouble with it switching itself off or anything like that. It's fine for you to go in and create a new autoresponder. In fact, if you're adventurous, I'd say yes, go ahead and do it, because that's how you'll learn about this stuff. Right, but as far as your Oh So Easy stuff is concerned, just stay away from the Oh So Easy autoresponder, and that way your contacts are guaranteed to getting their emails, and you won't have any problems with the with deliverability. Okay, so that's the difference. You've got the two sides once again. There they are, the email list and the autoresponder side. Okay, so I hope that's been helpful for you, just to sort of break it up and make it a little bit easier to understand. Alright, see you in the next video.